second. Let me make sure the Facebook thing lights up.
What do you want? We haven't started yet, but
Okay, we're good there.
Shadow, come here.
Yep, I see the live coming on.
Yeah, there we go.
The ketchup.
Okay, maybe you don't want to go live on Facebook, which is fine with me. But it is what it is.
Alrighty, I was coming in through the stream.
Oh yeah, audios are gonna come through right now because I'm not gonna adjust them at this point. So you're live. Don't say anything I wouldn't say, or maybe say something I wouldn't say. Okay, it's not gonna stream on that side, which is fine. I must have the wrong stream key in, but ooh, you know what? You know what? Apparently, when you do updates and you got to do the re-authentication for Facebook when there's updates to stream OBS, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Thanks for the heads up, though.
Yeah, I was like, how come it's not working? Oh, because you got to re-authenticate, which I did not do. That's again something new to learn. Let's see here to do that. There we go, we'll do that. Where's my box at? All right, 52 seconds. 52 seconds.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
What up, guys? It's your boy Sean Flac 2.0 coming at you live and direct here from the studio with the Dad's Life podcast. Hope you guys brought your Heinz bottle because it's the Ketchup episode. Okay, I'm good. I'm good for one dad joke. I'm good for one, and that was it. I shot my shot already. Welcome to this week's episode. We did take last week off. Yeah, I mean, there's multiple reasons why we took last week off, but here we are again this week. With me in the studio here live is right above me. We got Mr. Krinlee. Mr. Krinlee, what's up, man?
Whoop whoop.
All right, and of course you got NjordGod making a outrageous, awesome return. Njord, what's up?
Not much, man. How you all doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I mean, I actually had a really good day. I'm hoping I can share with you guys. And of course, right here to the right of me, got Sensei Jon in the house. What up, Sensei?
Hey, what is happening? You know what I mean? We on this thing. Let's get it cracking, y'all. Hey, Njord, I can barely hear you when you say what's up.
Can you hear me now? Do I need to be deep throat my mic?
Yeah, damn near. Let's get it cracking.
Okay, so this week's going to be the catch-up episode. There's a lot of things that happened as far as like behind the scenes with the show. Just want to catch up with you guys, see what you guys are doing, what's going on in your guys' life. So before we get started, let's do some beginning of the show shout-outs. Mr. Krinlee, anything special you want to shout out as of right now?
Well, since you gave me the first spot, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Sensei Jon and his homie Jay Red
Oh, right
on their new podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was checking that out. That was nice.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate the support. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get into that a little bit in a little bit. New York, you got any shout outs you want to do right about now?
Shout out to the Band of Bandits.
Ooh, yeah.
Because y'all are the real MVPs. Yeah, had a blast with y'all.
Okay. All right. Was that this past week? You guys had met up together?
Last weekend. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, again, one of the other reasons why we took last weekend off. Sensei Jon.
Nah.
Any
Always, Lord.
Go ahead.
Always my Lord and Savior, you know. Shout out to all y'all out there watching. Those who come later, you know, shout out to y'all and my fellas here. Good to have Njord back in the studio.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you know, for me, obviously shout out the fellas here on the show, but also want to do a shout out to Shadow Pack West and all the patrons that are out there. If you guys are interested in becoming patrons, you can help shadowpackwest.com, hit our patronage page. From there on the splash screen where you can start your patronage as little as $1 a month, and that'll get you access to 30, that is 30, not 13 or 13, but 30 behind the scenes and after dark episodes where we kind of get a little nitty gritty. Do a little extra show for all you guys out there. Also, any support that you guys give, likes, comments, shares, or otherwise is also always appreciated. But again, shout out to everybody, all of our patrons, and of course, Shadow Pack West. Okay. So again, this being the catch-up episode, there is a couple things have happened, just to kind of give you guys a preview before we get started. Just like what Krinlee said, Sensei Jon, he went ahead and, was able to get out in the studio and record with Jay Red, their new show called They Don't Get It. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Also, I did a recording with myself and Chiron 79, and I actually said 69, and he had to correct me. It's 79. It's Chiron 79. But we recorded our first episode of the Intermission show, which is a movie review show. Both shows are going to be 4-part miniseries to begin with to kind of hash some things out. So I'm excited about that. Excited to see where that goes. Excited to see where They Don't Get It goes. And yeah, so we can talk a little bit about that. Talk about what we've been up to. And that's about it for the show. Again, it's the catch up. Before we get started, go ahead.
I got one more shout out. Shout out to Sean Flac 2.0 for producing all this shit. You know, shout out to you, man. Yeah.
Did you record?
Busy.
Did you record for They Just Don't Get It?
Yes, I did. I did the recording for
they don't get it. They just don't. You adding words. They don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the recording on that one. It was
nice.
It was a cool experience. I really enjoyed that part. And we'll talk about that.
Yeah, sorry. We'll get into that.
Yeah. No, it was good. Yeah. Obviously, before we get into it, Mr. Krinlee, what do we got to do first?
We're gonna do what's in your cup, and this is another not special episode. We don't have a hidden guessing game for everybody, but one thing I've got cherry limeade flavored water.
Hell yeah.
But that is American.
It's Clear American.
Clear American.
Yeah.
Is that the Walmart
Pretty
home
good.
brand?
No.
Oh, I used to love those.
Clear American's amazing.
Is it? Okay, all right.
But for the show, I also gotta.
Well, of course you do.
Crazy.
So Clear American is awesome because it doesn't taste like it was maybe stored in a crate next to the fruit that it's claiming to be.
Right. Yeah, it's good.
It actually tastes like the fruit that it says that it's going to be. So that's
all right.
Clear American's awesome.
Where do you get it from?
Walmart.
Oh, you do get it from Walmart. Okay. I remember. Man, I don't know what their home brand is, and maybe it's like Sam's Choice or something like that. But
Great Value.
Is it the Great Value? I just know they have a really good sparkling water, and it's delicious. Yep. So
Great Value.
Right. Okay. All right. New York. What is in your cup?
Man, like there's any kind of question.
Jameson Black Barrel.
Black Barrel.
And I've already drank half.
Ooh, man, there we go. All right, Sensei.
Yeah.
What's in your cup, player?
I got the Mountain Valley sparkling water.
You keeping it 100. Okay, I'm proud of you. I see you.
I'm just keeping it real, sober like. Gotta go to work in the morning.
I know. I was gonna grab a beer, and I gotta be at work at 4. So, yeah, if they come up on me, I might still be drunk. The way I'm as lightweight as I am.
So we ain't gonna do that.
No, not at all. Okay, I mean, obviously with that, what's in my cup tonight? We got the Waterloo Sparkling Water Raspberry Nectarine. So, I'm gonna go ahead and crack that for you, even though my pop filter is gonna muffle that out. But
what's so funny is it pops it out here, but when you when you watch it, it don't pop it out.
Oh, see, that's bad business. That's a sign of a good mic, though. We'll say that.
Yeah.
That's just for the viewers,
Right.
not for us.
It's just for y'all.
That's why I'm always like,
Yeah. Okay. So first I want to check in with you guys. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Past 2 weeks, a lot of crazy stuff has happened, but how are you guys doing today? How you guys doing? I'm doing good.
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. It's a struggle, but one of the things I didn't want to talk about was how do we cope with certain crazy things, and it does not have to be one specific thing, but how do we cope? And I know how do I cope. And I'm doing this. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here for. This is part of my outlet of being able to cope with daily life in general. Let it be whatever it's going to be. And yeah. So I've been good. The family's good. They're in good health. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gainfully employed. So I mean, that's always a plus. And I'm as healthy as I'm going to be. Yeah. I woke up on the right side of the dirt. So, like right now I'm feeling blessed. I spent time with the family today, which was really got me amped up today because I don't normally get to do that because I usually work the weekends. But yeah, today I took off and spent some good time with the family. So I'm feeling real good right now. Anybody else like to share?
Oh man, I've been working my ass off, putting in this work, trying to get this body right, for my trip next week.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not just for that, but just being more healthy. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I start getting into like a kick of working out, because I love working out and I always have. You had them little down times at times where you kind of like let yourself go. I plan on not doing that no more.
Okay. I was gonna say like my everyday, just let myself go.
Oh nah, I don't know. I don't. You've been getting it. You've been doing a lot better though. And so have I.
Yeah, I have been.
Yeah,
I have been.
We can encourage each other.
Right.
But I've been hitting that gym real hard. Working out with my wife. I've been doing a little extra. 3 a days. Ooh. I wake up in the morning and go to the gym in the afternoon, and wake up. Before I go to sleep, have me a nice little workout, little 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, just something to keep the blood flowing. They changed our itinerary, so, no more DR. We got to go to Turks and Caicos.
Oh, damn
so
it.
Yeah.
Damn, I got to go to Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, so, it's going to be fun regardless. The whole plan of the trip was, for us to get away from the kids and have our adult time to be able to, chill with each other, gaze into each other's eyes, bring some of that spark. Well, not bring it back, but, just have some more spark and romance. Hey, let me tell you, because Valentine's Day, I brought the romance. I brought that romance. I cooked. We had a nice little dinner on the deck, candle lit. You know what I mean? Found some like little
you doing the most.
Candle holder.
Doing the most.
I just gotta be real, man.
Hey, man, somebody gotta do it. It ain't me.
You said what we've been doing.
I feel you. Right.
I've been trying to bring that romance,
but the candlelight, no, okay. Somebody in the group got to do it, And it wasn't gonna be
Yeah.
me. Okay, I see.
Might
you.
as well. Hey, might as well be me.
Oh yeah,
You know?
right. Okay, all right. I see you.
But yeah, nah, we had a great time that night, and it was cool just kicking it with my wife. So
Okay.
date nights in the house is possible.
Oh, for sure. Sometimes it's the only thing that you can do.
It's the only thing.
Right.
You know.
All right. Yeah. All right, Krinlee, what about you, man? What's new and cracking with you?
I've just been practicing bass.
Okay.
Right.
You want to go
Oh
ahead?
yeah,
and
we're gonna get you
hell
on
out
the
of
show.
Yeah.
You're gonna play something for us one
Come on,
day.
I will.
Actually, it won't come through on
It
here.
won't pick up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you need to get a different mic, like what is that, a dynamic or something? Like
I
that?
tried a second mic and it didn't do nothing. It wouldn't pick it up.
Nothing.
I guess because it's
we were
the
over here
tone.
playing guitars before y'all
Yeah.
decided to jump in.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
and it would not pick up at all.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
not.
man.
I had a mic right here in front of it, in my speaker. Nothing.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
All
I
right.
mean, you can air guitar it. What about that?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a
We
sign
did-
over that you can't really see. It says no air guitar,
Ah,
and then
I
right
mean-
below it, it says no stairway.
wow.
Oh, you
Well-
take the fun out of everything. I love air guitar.
Man, they didn't even
I mean-
get it, Krinlee. They didn't even.
That's like
get
a 14-minute song anyway. Like, it's, yeah.
I never heard
I get
of
it though. Yeah.
Never
Led
heard of it.
Zeppelin. But
You
yeah,
never heard of
Oh,
Stairway?
okay.
Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Now I know Highway to Heaven by gospel song music.
You've never heard of Stairway to Heaven?
No, okay.
Nah.
You know what? You guys won't be able to hear, but let's go ahead and let's bring it up. Let me bring it up on the screen and
Oh man.
let me see. What we got. You said Stairway to Heaven. We about to get banned.
You've
right
never
now.
heard Stairway to Heaven?
Stairway to
Bro.
Heaven by Led Zeppelin.
How?
I am not into rock music at all.
No, dude, this is a classic.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Well,
there's a lot of. I'm sure.
I mean,
Okay, so
I'm,
again, we're
I'm
about
sure
to get,
there's a lot of classics.
We're not
you
gonna
know,
get
that you
struck. So
haven't
when you
heard.
guys go back and watch this, let me see if I can bring it up.
It's
But my-
like
No,
a 7-minute song, dude.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I've heard it in a movie.
Yeah,
Let's
it's-
see.
that's
They
what I was
ever
gonna
played
say.
it
I
in the
mean, I'm
movie?
sure like in a movie or in like a meme or something.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, it's 8 minutes
Maybe.
and 5 seconds.
You can't play it all the way, so
I
you
know,
can play
it-
30 seconds of it.
I know, so I'm gonna do 30 and stop, and then
Oh, all you gotta do is play 3 seconds of it, and people know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
You could do. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you're done.
yeah. Hold on, let's get to the rip though.
Oh, you're gonna wait 3 minutes on that.
I already hit. I'm at 2 minutes and 43.
Okay.
He skipped forward.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And my spirit is crying for leaving.
Okay.
In my thoughts,
Have I heard it, Sean?
I don't think you would have, honestly. You go back and watch it though. You go back and watch it, and you gonna hear it.
Man,
We'll see.
yo, wow.
We'll see. Hey,
Okay.
Did you ever get taken to the
We-
Black Parade though?
we not like you.
Oh my god. You know what though? I will say this though: if you are into movies, you would have heard this. But if you're not, because they
Okay.
use it, I've heard it before in movies. So I mean, I understand. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys ever watch Wayne's World?
I did, yes.
No stairway. No stairway. That's the song they're talking about.
Oh, see, so
Oh, okay.
we're gonna have to
I mean,
go back and watch
I've
that.
watched bits and pieces. Never a Wayne's World type of dude.
Hey, well, you know what?
Um,
Now, it's a challenge. Now you got to. Now you gotta
Wayne's
watch.
World. Excellent.
Sweet Child of Mine's
That's
the
all I
same way
remember.
too.
That's all I remember.
Okay, so
Okay.
now we're
You
trying to
can't
get
go-
to the
Watch
intermission.
You're right.
I watched Bobby's World.
Okay.
But you say Bobby's World?
That's it.
Wow.
That took me back,
Yeah,
man.
right. Howie Mandel
Yeah.
before he went bald.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Krinlee out there playing the music. You know, he's out there trying to get his little. York, what's up with you, man? What's good with you? How's everything been with you?
Man,
How was
so
this
much
trip?
has happened in the
Man.
last.
Please.
So much has happened in the last 2 weeks. I told y'all my grandmother was on the decline,
Mhm.
right?
hmm
She passed away 4 days later.
Okay.
And then I couldn't go out to that because I ended up going to Dallas that weekend for an awesome conference. That thing was killer.
Oh, that was the work
Water
one, right?
conference?
Yeah, the water conference,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of whole new side to my industry that I never even really even thought about.
Good.
So
Oh, that's cool.
it was really cool. I got to brush shoulders with a lot of bigwigs, and that was kind of cool. When I say bigwigs, I mean international. No, not international. National bigwigs,
Oh,
right? So, and then I came back on the Wednesday before Valentine's Day. I was home Wednesday night, Thursday night, and I left Friday morning on Valentine's Day for Nashville.
okay.
Went and played D&D with the Band of Bandits, which are a group of dads that I met on Bandits, the Bluey group for dads on Facebook.
All right, let's give Band of Bandits the horns.
I was actually looking forward to this podcast with them there, like having 3 more dads there. Like that was gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was a little bummed when we canceled.
Oh. Well, we need to like schedule that stuff. If you'd have said that, we probably would have been like, "Oh, let's just."
I told you I was stoked.
Did you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Womp womp wah 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 wah.
I don't have those horns, but I probably should get them. Okay.
And then this last week, I found out I didn't even get an interview for that job. So,
Oh man.
All right.
yep.
Things happen.
Hey, you
We
know
move
what?
on.
Yeah, but it will happen. You know what I'm saying? When the time is
Yeah.
right, when it's your time, you know, we're gonna pray for you. I know I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah.
I need
I'll
somebody to
pray
pray
for
for
you
me.
too.
I need somebody to pray for me.
Hey, when it's yours, man.
Right, exactly. I do want to ask you about this conference, though. Just real, is there anything that you learned that you brought back, or I don't? Usually, when we go to conferences, we try to, again, do what you do. Well, hold on. Is it G14
Here's-
classified, or can we actually know
No,
about this?
no.
Okay, cool. Is it so? What was like some cool stuff from this
The-
conference?
So what I found out is that my sector of our industry is horribly underrepresented at these things.
Okay.
And this was young professionals, so people who have been in the industry for less than 5 years or are under the age of 35.
Okay.
So I've got 1 more year.
To go to the conference again? Oh, he froze. Did all you guys freeze? Oh no, they're frozen. Hello. That's kind of funny. They're super frozen. Okay.
To be able.
Wait a minute. Wait, are we back? Are we
Yeah,
back?
we're back.
we were
We're
here.
back.
Okay. I was like, they're super frozen. I don't know what's going on. They're super frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we back. Okay, now I'm looking at you guys all move. We're good. Okay, please continue. 1 more year is the last thing I got.
Where was I? Okay. Horribly underrepresented.
Yep.
Right. I think out of 350 individuals, there was maybe 5 of us water distribution trench guys there. So, like I said, very underrepresented. It's mostly like engineers and contractors or consultants.
Okay. The ones that actually don't do the
so-
work. I get it.
Right. Well,
So
They got the
it's
white
hard
hats
to
on.
pick- It's I've got a white hat.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I actually just picked up a new one, and it's shiny white. It's nice.
Oh shit! There you go.
But the thing is, I'm jumping 2 feet in, right? I'm gonna try to start getting a lot more distribution guys coming to these things because it's hard to bounce ideas off of other individuals if there's no other individuals there to bounce ideas with.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I did meet an individual from just south of Denver. He's 29 years old, and he is the director of the distribution and collections department. So
Denver
I kinda looked
where?
at him, south of Denver.
Colorado.
South.
Okay. There's a Denver out here too, so I was like, that'd be
Oh,
cool.
I was trying to
The-
see what you
the
were
Denver.
getting at. Yeah, Colorado.
But I sit here and like 29 years old, dude. What am I doing wrong? You know.
Oh, jeez. Right.
But
Hey man, you
it
good?
was, I got his phone number. he and I are able to like bounce ideas off of each other. I found out that as young professionals, we actually go to DC every now and again, and I'm trying to get my name on the roster to go in June for the fly-in. It's either April or June to lobby Congress on some policies that are coming up. So if I get that, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, like
Get
I
up
said,
there
there's
in your
just
suit and everything else, huh?
So get this, they had like a circuit course, right?
Okay.
Of like a competition circuit course,
Okay.
right? And every table had to try to go do all these 12 different events, right? And the teams that could do it the fastest with the best scores and all of that, they were going to rank in prizes or whatever the case may be. There were 4 events in this that you had to use tools.
4 of the 12.
Okay.
4 of
Wow.
the 12,
Okay.
right?
Why do I
So
feel this is?
Wow.
Go ahead.
I look at my table and I'm like, y'all, we're doing these 4 first because after that I can't help you. Like we're getting into GIS, we're getting into SCADA systems,
gosh.
we're getting into stuff that like I don't do, right? So we went and knocked out all 4 of those first, right? My team ended up taking 3rd place.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
We have in transportation, we have these things called transportation rodeos, and it's
Okay, we have backhoe rodeos.
okay. So it's they go do this big old conference. It's a giant. Every year they did it. I don't know if I don't think we've done it within the last couple of years because I don't know if you know.
we haven't.
Yeah, but basically we'd send our best operators, our best mechanics, our best whatever, and a couple years in a row. And Sensei, don't quote me if I'm wrong, or quote me if I'm wrong, but I think we took first place a couple times in those
No, we did.
competitions. Did we? Yeah, like best
So-
mechanic, best operators, best, and they go to other. Usually, whoever hosts the rodeo is the one that wins the rodeo, because it's their system, right? It's their transportation system, so they know it. But yeah, a couple times our agency has taken first place, so that's actually pretty cool to see that they do those types of things in other industry.
So we do like this kind of the same thing. We do equipment operating, right? So a backhoe, like an actual backhoe, we use a mini X or a mini excavator, and that's a whole different event. And then you've got stuff like hydrant hysteria, which is taking a hydrant and putting it completely together, right?
Okay.
You've got a meter, like assemble a water meter. You've got building a pipe tree. You've got making a water tapping contests.
Yeah.
Man, if you haven't seen one of those, that thing is insane. And if you've ever made a hand tap on a metal pipe, you know even how much more insane that is.
Now, is that the thing where you got to put the broom in it, the broom handle in it?
No, that's called sticking a pipe.
Okay, sticking the pipe.
Okay.
Okay. Learn something new every day. Tapping a
but
pipe and sticking a pipe.
My agency just sent a team to the nationals for hydrant hysteria, and we took first place.
Oh, that's awesome.
This year.
Nice.
Last year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, since you said excavator, Blippi's been playing in my head.
Oh,
Sorry.
so a rite of passage on my crew specifically.
Oh, no.
Anyone new who comes on has to. I'm an excavator on my JBL speaker while I'm operating.
Right.
That's crazy.
Okay. All right. Working our way
All
around
right.
the table. That's some cool shit. Sensei, let's get right into
What?
it, man. What you been up to these
Oh.
last couple weeks?
I just told you.
Yeah, I was the last one, buddy.
I went first.
Well,
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
Sean
Well,
went first.
Yeah, we're rolling. I mean, I'm sorry. I forgot. Let's transition to the next.
Let's transition.
Yeah, let's
okay.
okay,
So
yeah.
you want to talk about the podcast?
Yeah, so
Or the-
Yeah.
Okay, so me, Krinlee, and Njord have all produced shows. We've all been part of shows. We've all had that initial react of like the feeling of what it is to produce your own, to be on your own, to get the reaction from people. So what I would like you to tell us a little bit about the show. What the first topic was. Again, we're not going to go in because we want to promote the show. We want to say, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
tell us how you felt, maybe before, during, after the show, and maybe the reacts or whatever. And yeah, just let's go through. Let's see what you got. Tell us a little bit about
I got
yourself.
some questions too at a point too. So.
Okay.
Well, before the show, I was kind of like leading up to a little bit of nervousness, because J Red never did, anything like this. And so, I mean, I guess I was the senior guy besides yourself, and you weren't, doing the introduction and shit. So I always be like, my introduction, I try not to be too like stiff or too loose, or I don't want to have to start over. I know like we do live shows now, so I felt a little bit more comfortable as the show went on. I still didn't feel comfortable like right at the beginning, but now that I got my toes wet, I feel like I can do a little bit better and improve on some more things. The show is basically about two guys talking about what people don't get in life, and that's just from our perspective and coming from us. And him and I pretty much have kind of like the same type of background, growing up and coming from inner cities and just being black too, and brothers. It's a real thing out here. And so we keep it real general about what people don't get. And it could be anything that we come up with topic wise, or I want to like do certain things like how you just brought that up on the like the Led Zeppelin. I want to be able to like include it into the show and be able to like bring it into the screen. And so we have some ideas, you know what I mean? Our show was, basically introduction to both of us and what we do and, how we came up with the show, how we met. And also we talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about Kendrick Lamar and his performance and how, we broke it down to the best of our ability. Of course, there's always still new things that come out that people say different things on how the show was, transcribed in his in a sense. So yeah, I mean, it's just something fun. This is you ask, later on, you're gonna ask about how what do I do to cope? We make content, baby. You turn the TV off. We make content,
Okay. Well, okay. How did you feel after the fact? And then, of course, like, what are some of the reactions that you got for the show?
Oh yeah, and everybody that's watching or those that will watch, they don't get it. It's on Sensei Jon's YouTube. We will be making a different YouTube to promote and put our own show on the YouTube. So as of right now, it's on Sensei Jon. I felt great after the show. I felt like him and I had like continued from where we always been from when we went on our trip. And we actually, at the end of our trip, our friends encouraged us to do something together because we have such great chemistry. It was my first time traveling and with them, really in a big group like that with other married couples. That was our first time. Yeah, we had a great time. I had a great time on the show. People that watched it said we had great chemistry. We gave them some good laughs. They really loved some of the not jokes, but some of the things we were talking about that we thought were funny, and other people thought they were funny too. So we got positive reactions.
Jean-Luc,
pretty much everybody. Yeah, Jean-Luc Pierre.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was good. That was good.
Now, let me ask you that. I'm going to cut you off real quick with that. But so getting those reactions, how did that make you feel about the show?
It made me feel like I want to do more.
Okay.
It made me feel like we're on to something. And, maybe it's just our friends and family because, they know us. So, but, I just feel like it was a good step in the right direction on something that I can build on. You know, it all starts here with which is my foundation, which is the Dad's Life podcast, and then it kind of branches out. You know, it builds up, in which he felt great about it too. He was like, man, he thought he did a little bit worse than he actually did, and he did great. Like, he's a natural. He's just a natural guy on camera. His hard work and effort, you know, that went into it too as well. And it's still more to come, more things to. It's a bunch of they don't get it, a bunch of shit that people just don't get, and it's gonna be fun.
Okay,
It's gonna be fun.
You know, I know York got some questions, so I just got one more for you. I mean, just some comments on that. If you guys, I know York, you were a theater kid, right?
Oh yeah.
And you know, and that's why a lot of actors go to theater, because they get that immediate, instant gratification about if their performance was good or not. And generally, you know, you do the curtain call and you get up there and people are, you know, clapping and standing ovations, and those are those things that motivate, you know, artists to pursue what they're doing, right? So
You don't get that here.
no, well, you know, but it's cool to know that there is just a back end. There is, you don't look at podcasts or you don't look at shows, and what went into that? What went into the production of that? The coordination, all the hard work, getting in front of a camera, just in general, and putting yourself out there is one of the biggest steps we can get. And
That's big.
I want you guys to watch the episode, but you know, J Red had I don't know if we recorded that part or we did or did not, but one of the biggest things is just it's never gonna be perfect. You know, for all the listeners or watchers, it's never gonna be a perfect time to do something, but just get out there and do it. If you got the ability to do it, get out there and do it. And
Well, and hold on. I sorry to
Go
cut
ahead.
you
No,
in
go
off
ahead.
there. Okay. You don't need the type of equipment that we've got to have the ability to do this. Okay. I wanted to make sure to kind of put that caveat in there. Man, I started producing content on nothing but an Xbox and an old Lenovo laptop. Okay.
Wait, what was your gaming chair? Share with everybody what you use for a gaming chair.
It was a recliner.
Hey, he was comfortable though.
But that's what. Yeah.
But that's kind of my point, right? Is I upgraded to what I have now.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I started
Takes
in
time.
2020, and now I'm here. But I started.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So if you've got that drive, if you've got that passion for anybody listening, okay, just start. I'm gonna sound like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it, right?
Yeah.
But have fun with it. You know,
Yeah,
that's kind of
absolutely.
the big thing. Is as long as you're having fun and you don't turn it into a job. That's another thing. Don't turn it into a job, because when you turn it into a job, you lose the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets more exhausting. So, okay. That's all I got. Njord, you said you wanted to ask a couple questions, Sensei, about it. You know, go with your traffic.
So, man, you already actually answered one of my questions. I was going to ask you, give a very brief overview summary of what They Don't Get It is about, and he nailed that. My question to you is, now being the senior guy on the show, right? And the reason why I say senior is because you still got John Flac over there in the producer's chair.
Yeah, right.
Okay? How does it feel looking across the camera and like thinking in your head, coaching this guy? Like, oh, hey, he could do this, he could do that, right? Now that you've got some experience, right?
Right.
How does that feel in your position?
I kind of felt like I was trying to lead him in the right direction. You know, I had my notes up, but it was crazy because I'm really not the type of person to lead the show, because Sean usually leads the show. You know, and so
this is your
I was
show.
really
Right.
right.
Your show,
So
baby.
I had to make sure that I was on point and I wasn't fumbling over my words in order to make him feel more comfortable. And that was the key. I just wanted to, and that's why I had up my notes and everything, just kind of like hitting key points. And I was able to pivot real good, you know? And I was thinking about you when I said that in my head. I was like,
You got to add par for the course.
Right.
You got it.
Yeah.
You've got to.
Right. So, yeah, man, it was interesting because I just had to make sure that I was on point to keep him, on track too. But he's just so natural at doing it. Like it's amazing working with people that, just kind of have a knack for it, and he just, followed suit. He picked up where I left off. And he knew exactly, like, there really wasn't too many cues I had to give him. He just knew, like, all right. And really for me, I have to take a step back also and let him talk. And so that was another thing I had to keep.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, I had to keep reiterating in my head, when he's ready to talk, let him talk. Because I want him to get comfortable where it's just,
So what I'm kind of alluding to, okay, is I want you to see your growth. Okay? And this is absolutely praise to you. Okay? Because when you came in here, or and actually let me rephrase. When I came in here, you were still stiff. Okay.
Yeah.
You were learning. You were getting your stride. You were getting all this, and now, motherfucker, you're running your own show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amen.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Give him the whole
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. That's
Absolutely.
yeah.
Now, I kind of want to pivot my question
Pivot.
to Sean.
Uh-oh.
Man, how did it feel to be behind the scenes again?
Man. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with the show because obviously it's recorded, so there's certain parts I could cut out. The way I set it up was I only showed them, so even though we're in a Discord call, it only you guys know how to do that with the screens and all that stuff. So I only showed them, and then I made it to where I could talk to them, but it won't come in the stream. It wouldn't come in the recording.
Nice.
So
so you could feed them info.
right.
Good
Right.
deal.
Earwig, that is badass.
Yeah. So obviously it's the first time I've done it. I've done that type. And then it was fun because they would bring up something, and then I could look up some information and I would text it. So that Sensei would have a little tidbit of information because
Like a real freaking newsroom.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was ran perfectly.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, and there was a point where I did stop them, and kind of
Yes.
talked. There was like maybe a good minute, and then obviously it's still recorded, but in post I just cut that out, and then Sensei was able to say what he was saying, listen to what I had to say, and then once I was done, he picked up right after, and so when I cut it, it was seamless.
Okay, so that's another point of your growth. Okay, just kind of putting that out there. What, 30 episodes ago? I don't think you could have done that.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I couldn't.
It- just picking right up where you left off, without losing your train of thought.
Yeah.
So again, I just am trying to point out where you started from the bottom. Now you're here. You know what I mean?
Now I'm here.
And,
Yeah,
and you're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But carry on, Sean.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I just stuff like that. It was fun to do on the back end. It was fun to record it. It was fun to see, Sensei talks about the chemistry. It was good chemistry. I laughed at a bunch of points, and I had to mute my mic so that they wouldn't hear me laugh at what they were talking about. And of course, go ahead.
And watching him laugh gave
yeah.
us more energy.
Yes, because they were saying they would see me laugh at something they said,
Awesome.
and so they see me laugh at something they said, and it was just kind of okay, that hit the mark because they're seeing a reaction.
That's important to me too, right? For those listening, I know we've talked about it before, but I used to own and operate Shadowpack Gaming, which was the original company before Shadowpack West. And I brought Sean in as my number 2. Yep, we got an SPG hat, right? Right.
Okay, that's what that is.
Tim,
Okay.
Shadowpack
whichever way it
Gaming.
is.
Right. Up for me, yeah.
But I brought him as my second in command, and one of the things that he sat here and he told me is like, man, I like being in the back end.
Yeah.
I enjoy being in the back end. So as much as I know you enjoy doing the Dad's Life podcast,
Yeah.
I know, because I could see it on your face. You enjoyed that even more.
It was, yes. I'm like, because yes, I can't even, and the reason why is because I like seeing people grow. Like, we've talked about this, right? I love training. I love seeing growth. I love seeing aha. I love encouraging people to chase the things they want to do and to see it. And I'm going to say this, right? Honestly, that is the first show I produced like that. And it gave me that satisfaction to be like, that's awesome. You know, to be able to put together something like that in a small amount of time and be able to kind of, again, do the back end stuff, not interrupt with the show, not take away from the show. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I don't need to be in front of the camera. But one of the things, you know, and again, we've all worked together, even you, Sensei, for some time at this point. We've been working together for over a year on the podcast. But, you know, being able to connect and see people grow, and just like what Njord saying, I mean, let it be you or whoever, our biggest thing when we worked together in Shadow Pack Gaming, it was about growth. It was about sharing knowledge. It was about seeing, you know, the result of indirect teaching, if you want to call it. Like, be a part of this, pick up what you want to pick, and then take it and take off. And it was, and I'm looking forward to the next, you know, the next thing. So
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take away from you, Sensei. I'm just, again, I'm looking at our cast here.
Yeah.
And I want to ask Sean, you know, because you're definitely a part of this show. What do you? It brought up a question for me. If you enjoy the behind the scenes side of it so much, do you see yourself pivoting more towards that in the future, even with the Dad's Life podcast, or do you still see yourself being the MC here at the Dad's Life podcast, being in the spotlight?
I absolutely could see myself be the behind the scenes producer of it. The only reason why I'm up here, and I know I'm not the best MC, I know.
Dude, you've been killing it, man. So don't even sell yourself short on that. I'm gonna stop you before you even finish that sentence. Okay.
I learned everything from you, man. I'm over here, you know.
But you know, if I don't feel like I'm the best, and I could come up here with you guys every week, because it's so easy to cancel, right? It's so easy to say, hey, I don't got the time, I'm too tired or whatever. But you guys make this happen. You guys make me want to say, no, we've committed, let's do it, right? We've committed, we're gonna do this. But I would love to step back and let somebody else take over hosting the show, you know, emceeing the show, you know, bring different ideas to the show, or help produce other people produce their shows, you know. So again, you know, you guys want to do the Band of Bandits thing, you guys want to bring that back, and all you guys got to do is show up. Okay, well, let's work together and figure this out. And I could totally.
You don't have the time for that, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, but if I could, to answer the question, I would love to be able to do that, like, full time. Okay. And even when we worked in Shadow Pack Gaming, I never wanted to be the number one. I always want to network and build networks, and, you know, encourage people to do blogs and shows and things like that. So,
right.
So yeah, I mean, to me, this is why I do this. This is my out. This is my cope. Right? Like, fuck the world. Let's create our tribe with the people we want to be around. And with technology, you guys are all in different states. And we could do it. You know, I want to surround myself with positivity and people that, you know, want to pursue the same things I want to pursue. And we could do it with technology. And this is what I love. And if you guys can't tell, in my passion for what I love this. So,
tight, man.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a very good question, Njord. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was.
And honestly, it actually sparks a truth for us to think about too, right? Is if that's your passion, right? If that's what you would really love to do, well then, man, one of us needs to step up.
Right. Who's taking over, baby? Who's taking over? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pivot over to intermission. Okay.
The intermission.
Man, I'm not even scripted.
Well, hang on.
Okay, go ahead.
Go for it.
Because I had something to say about the podcast too.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry,
but so before the pivot, I just want to say, I mean, I watched a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch all of it because I had other stuff going on. But
right,
I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
I mean, you got like y'all already said, really, but you guys have good chemistry. You work good together, and I was wondering how many people was working together to produce that shit because that was good stuff. There, Sean.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, you guys did great, and
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with next.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And how often are y'all gonna do that?
We haven't came up with a time schedule yet. We're gonna do
Okay.
4 episodes, which is a mini series, but I know we're not doing it this week and next week because I'll be out of town. So, but
Okay.
you know, I got to get everything straight with the missus and you know, plan some times out. But yeah, it's gonna be pre-recorded right now. We're not doing anything live, so we're just gonna, you know, take it in stride and build off that next one. But yeah. I mean, it lets some stuff build up to what they don't get too, because I already sent them some stuff about what we can talk about the next one. But you know, this takes time out of my family life too, and
Right.
so I really like how Sean produced it. Though we were on time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 48-minute show, and I don't even expect it to be that long because we had to introduce ourselves and tell people who we were. You know,
Right.
when I want to get into a show to where we're no longer than possibly 35 minutes, you know, just something and see where it goes to see if people would like to have more. And then if you want to extend it, you know, whatever, but it's a quick something. He can go spend time with his family. I can go spend time with my family. And it's just something to, you know, be excited about. Like, oh shit, we just did that in 30 minutes. Cool. Holla at y'all later.
30
you know?
minutes or less, or it's free.
Yeah.
But
You
you
know,
guys
just
did a
starting
good job
off.
of showing your good chemistry too. So y'all did good. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
To
Appreciate
be
it,
honest
man.
with you,
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I haven't listened to it, and I did that on purpose. Okay. I wanted to see your passion for it, right? To be honest with you, I wanted you to tell me about it. I wanted to hear it from you. Wanted to hear
I
it.
got you.
And I'm excited to go listen to it. So
Okay.
it's
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Njord always got a little not, you know, just an angle to how he gonna come at shit. You know, he's a thinker, huh? He thinking about shit. He like, you know what? I'm gonna pass on it right now because I want to see what this motherfucker really think about himself.
I mean, in all seriousness, right? So when I was sitting here, apparently we're wrapping up.
We're at 52 minutes in. We're gonna extend it a little bit just so I could kind of talk about the other
Okay.
thing. But no, it's a good conversation. So
When I was streaming, right, a part of it is networking. And one of the worst things you could do is go into someone else's stream and they just don't have the passion, right? If they don't have passion for what they're doing, no one else is going to have passion for what they're doing. And so
Yeah.
I wanted to see your passion. I wanted to see how you felt about it. And again, I didn't doubt you. I just
No, I know. feel
I
you.
wanted to be able to sit here and be like, hey, coach a little bit. Like, hey, let's show more passion. No, dude, you fucking killed it. Like,
Right on.
you got me interested to
Appreciate
go listen.
Okay. I appreciate it.
And
Sean.
Jay Red too. Give him props for us.
But yeah, shout out to Jay Red, my boy
Yeah.
Jay Red. That's Chef Jay Red.
Right, Chef Jay Red.
he
Give him
got
a
us
horn.
a professional chef there, you know, and he cooked
Yeah.
damn good
Yeah.
food, man.
Plant based. My
All
wife
right.
was
Have my-
very interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. And
Full pivot.
Pivot.
That way we can get
Pivot.
the intermission on here in the next 8 minutes or so. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Sean,
excited
obviously
about
you
your
kinda-
show.
You went over it real quick, right? It's obviously kind of doing movie reviews, this, that, and the other. My question is how'd you come up with the idea? And I'm gonna go a little bit more personal because I actually follow you guys on Facebook.
Okay.
Is this like a way to make up a little bit too?
Okay,
Oh.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Okay, so we talked about it on the episode on the recording, and the recording, you know, we when I interviewed him for SPG, right when he was joining, I did his interview, and he had talked about I think Spider-Man: Homecoming had just came out, and I asked him about that, and he was like, "We could stop the interview now, and I could talk about that for the next hour."
I remember that.
Yeah, so
Yep.
ever since then, it's always been in my head that if I wanted to talk to somebody about movies, he would be the guy, right? And so, and I talked about that in our first episode. The other thing too with that, so there was that, and then we always talked about it. And watch the episode. Well, I'll give you guys a little preview on here. I fucked up. I dropped the ball. I didn't watch the movie we were supposed to talk about. I waited to the last minute. And yeah, so it was a whole snafu. So shout out to Chiron79 because he did his fucking homework and pivoted toward a different movie, and we were able to talk about that movie. I don't want to get into too much about that, but that's where the idea came from. Is ever since I'd met him and worked with him and Pink Squirrel, his wife with other projects, I've always in my head I always want to think that if I want to do a show about movies, Chiron would be the first person I called. So there's that. As far as the making up part, and again, personal stuff, there's, we have difference of opinions. But I will say this, and after the show, I did have to have, I text him to make sure we were good. Do we need to have a discussion before we start working together on this? He was like, no, we're good. After the recording, though, I made sure, I was like, from my mouth to yours, I want to make sure we have an understanding that I'm not, trying to offend anybody, and you're part of my tribe. We're friends. Obviously there are difference of opinions. There are, conflicts. But I chose to be here. I chose you guys as friends. I'm choosing this because of reasons that are beyond that. And I just want to make sure, so yeah, difference of opinion. We did have a discussion about it. And he was just like, dude, you're my friend. I consider you one of my friends. And so you say less. And I appreciate, him for that. Because like I said, I wanted to work with Chiron on this. I do view him as a friend. I did get the invitation to the wedding, but I lived in the wrong city that he thought I lived in. I don't want to say where I live, but he thought I lived closer than I did. And so I was like, no, I'm not in that part. I'm in another part. And he was like, oh, okay.
Man, that would have been cool.
Yeah, because Krinlee was able to go to his wedding.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, again, there was a difference of opinion. But again, I always, I want to talk about movies. What really pushed that envelope, though, was I watched a movie called The Beekeeper with Jason Statham.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's got the mom it's the Huxtable mom.
Yes. You know what though? His movies, their plots are just give me any reason.
Crazy as shit.
Yeah, give me any reason to beat somebody's ass and blow somebody up. I mean,
Yeah.
and like you said, I wanted to talk to somebody about it. And I was like, if I'm gonna do a show, I want to talk about movies. Let's do the 4-part. It'll be another 4-part just to kind of see where we go with this. We have our 4 movies already set. It was my favorite movie, his favorite movie, and then 2 modern movies. So I'll give you a little preview. My favorite movie is The 5 Deadly Venoms, and that's the one that he watched that I didn't watch what we were supposed to watch, and so we talked about that one. And then, and then our next... Go ahead.
It was your favorite movie, so you could talk... I said, at least it's your favorite movie, so you can already talk about it.
Yes. So that was a saving grace. But again, so like I said, he was on the ball, and again, I always talk about professionalism when it comes to networking with other people, and I did drop the ball on that. Whatever reason it was, so I had to, praise him for that, and on the show right now, I'm praising him for it. Again, the way he said, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So I love that about people.
Man, Chiron has always been that way. He's been steadfast. He's filled in for me here on the Dad Life podcast.
Yes.
Major kudos to Chiron.
Yes.
Yes.
My next question to you is: are you guys scheduled for episodes? Like, do you guys have a schedule for it already?
Yes. So then our next recording is on Monday.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm not dropping the episodes now is because I don't want it to conflict with Sensei Jon's premiere episode for his show. So I want to get that out, promote that for a little bit, and then that gives us time to get 2 episodes ahead, and then we'll drop. And again, world premiere here announcement, we'll be dropping within the next 2 weeks our first episode to kind of give some more hype and for the other, because I don't want to drop them too much and whatever. So yeah. We do. So it'll be Mondays, or for sure we got shored up next Monday, this Monday coming up, and then
Okay.
again, we'll
Awesome.
see where it goes from
Heck
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my one question that I have to the both of you, and there is a right or wrong answer.
Uh-oh.
Is the DPL still the number one priority?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, right answer. You guys answered correctly. There you go.
Yeah,
This is set in stone. They know, my kids, they know. Saturday night, oh, you're going to do your podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I got to
be
tell my
quiet.
kids too. I got to tell them, oh, hey, Okay.
They already know.
Man,
don't they?
I've fought for this slot. Okay, so
Yeah.
like here in my house, like it's been like really. We have to cancel things on Saturday night. Oh, hey, this is what I do.
Yeah.
You said yes.
You
said
already
yes.
know. You already
Yep.
know.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
All right. Did you want to touch? Did you want to touch at all on our main? What was supposed to be our main topic for today, or do you want to do that for the after dark?
What was our main topic today?
How to cope.
Oh,
That was our topic for the day.
well, okay. Let me touch.
I think
on-
that was the catch-up.
Yeah. Let me touch up on that because I didn't want the show to be about that. I wanted the show to be about us, right? I want what
Yeah.
we're doing, and the only thing I wanted to point out because my wife had brought this up, and we'll shut the show down here and start our after dark. And so, if you guys are interested in what we're going to say after this, please tune in. All the patrons, I have that available to them, and we'll get all that there.
It's actually perfect that we're gonna like carry this on in the after dark because
Yeah.
that's probably the best space for me.
Okay.
If I'm being honest.
Oh, good.
But it's just the fact that it should be just a thing to say. And Sensei had said it earlier. Fucking turn the TV off. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, get with your people. That's gonna be cool, and turn the fucking TV off. And so, as far as coping, and this could go with not just what's going on in my head, or what other people may think about craziness in the world, but it's about life. A part of what we do is support each other and what we're, in positivity. And any dad that's out there that's like us, and we're being an example for other men, young men, middle age. I mean, I guess I'm middle aged at this point. I'm the oldest cat in the room. But to surround yourself with other men that are like-minded like you, and to be able to be in a space of positivity. So just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, we'll get into coping with some crazy stuff going on in the After Dark show. I want to say thank you for all you guys out there that are either watching us live and not saying nothing, or that are going to go back and watch this or listen to this on the podcast. I want to say thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of the Dad's Like Podcast, and hopefully we catch you guys live again here on YouTube at the Dad's Like Podcast next week, where you can get your dad life, dad advice. Peace out.
Later.